Hi guys, good morning and welcome to my channel, The Yellow Pen. And in today's story, we have something interesting here today. We have a Florida woman who, with the help of her husband, were engaging in sexual activities with their family pets, with two of the dogs in their home, with the child inside of their home. What you will see is evidence of the police going to her home with a warrant to retrieve the evidence of the videos of her engaging in sexual activities with the dogs. So her husband would record her having sex with some of the dogs in their house. What you will see is her crying and basically pleading her case to the cops, saying she really doesn't know what's going on, which you will all see that is lies. So without further ado, let's hop into the story. Viewer discretion is strongly advised here. This story is not only disturbing, it's just really unbelievable. A woman named Samantha White is at the center of a case that has shocked the entire internet and raised serious questions about mental health issues. What happened between her and her family pets has left people speechless and outraged. So let's get into the details of this jaw-dropping, unsettling story that are making headlines for the wrong reasons. Samantha White, a 26-year-old woman from North Fort Myers, Florida, was arrested in February of 2024 with her husband, John White, who was 29, following an investigation by the Lee County Sheriff's Office into allegations of bestiality in the creation of pornographic materials involving animals. This investigation began back when authorities were receiving information suggesting that the couple was engaging in sexual activities with their household pets. That has got to be one of the most weirdest things I ever heard. Lord. So upon executing a search warrant at their residence, the detectives discovered video evidence allegedly showing Samantha White performing sexual acts with the family dog, while John White, her husband, was responsible for recording these acts. Your husband sat there and watched you F a dog. Okay. As a result, both individuals were taken into custody and booked into the Lee County Jail on February 15, 2024. Okay, let me give y'all a quick background. Samantha is very scared at this point. Now she knows that the cops are on to her in her wild fantasies. So what she does is starts self-incriminating herself and telling the police officers before they go in her house to start searching for the video evidence in the phone of her having sex with the dogs. She starts telling them, look, what you're going to find is, a little information. I would sometimes look up horses having sex with horses or horses having sex with women. And I would also look up, dogs sleeping with women or humans having sex with dogs. This is what you're going to find in my phone. This is what she's telling the cops before they even go in the house and find the phone or find whatever device that the recordings are on.
Let's begin over here. Going back to right here where it's warm a little. Alright, so I'm going to read you this. We have a search warrant for the residence, okay? It's going to be under agency case number with Lee County 24-06919.
This is the face when you just found out you just got caught. So they're letting her know, we're about to read you your rights and let you know what you have been charged with and why we are here.
The law prohibits sexual performance by a child controlled by Florida State Statute 827.071 subsection 5 of the Florida State Statute. The firm has probable cause to believe and does believe that the property connected with the above listed crime is currently being contained, stored, or concealed within the following location. Direction to locate, and this is just the address of how we got here. We're from the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Came from 147506 Mile Cypress, Fort Myers, Florida, headed towards Independence Circle. Basically, this is just the address of how we arrived here. And the following items is what we're going to be looking for. Images or videos of child engaged in sexual conduct defined in Florida State Statute 827.071.
I don't understand.
Hold on,
I can't have you read this thing.
Okay.
I haven't even taken it this morning. And I just woke up and I have no idea what's going on. Oh.
We'll talk to. I'm just reading you the search
So
warrant. Do you
she starts
understand?
crying and putting on a show, saying she don't know what's going on.
Understanding.
Girl,
Do you want me to keep reading, or you want to look at it yourself?
I'll look at it myself.
Okay, just. Well, we're gonna be looking for electronics, basically. That can. Are you okay? I know this is a pretty hard. I'm sorry.
So
I'm not
now
your
she's
mom.
really having a stressful moment because if they find those, if they find the phones that her husband used to record her having sex with those dogs, incriminating evidence, and that is going to be what is going to be used against her when she has her day in court.
The judge was well. I'll just read the final. You can look at it in a minute. The warrant was presented to the judge.
All right. So Samantha White faced charges of sexual activities involving animals. However, as the investigation progressed, additional charges were filed against her. So she did get a charge of bestiality, which I will also attach so you guys can know what that is. And she also was charged with 3 counts of possession of obscene material, including depictions of child pee, 4 counts of sexual contact with animals, and her husband was charged with 6 counts of possession of obscene material, which are the recordings of his wife having sex with animals, which is against the law in Florida, including depictions of child pee, and 2 counts of sexual contacts with animals. So they also were charged with bestiality. Bestiality is a criminal act that involves humans engaging in sexual activities with an animal. It is illegal in most countries, including the United States, and it's a widely considered form of animal abuse. Laws against bestiality are based on several concerns: animal welfare, because animals cannot consent to having sex, and that can cause them distress and physical harm; public health, because there are risk of transmitting diseases between humans and dogs; and ethical and moral standards, which most societies view bestiality is unethical because it is unethical to have sex with an animal. Court records indicated that Samantha White was scheduled to appear in Lee County Circuit Court for her arraignment on March 18, 2024. Both Samantha and John White were released from custody the day after their arrest following a posting of a $5,000 bond. Samantha White was sentenced in April 2025, this month, to 3 years in prison, and I'm really concerned while it was only 3 years, okay? After pleading no contest to charges related to sexual activities with an animal, and as part of her probation, she is prohibited from owning or ever living with animals again. I'm really shocked that the judge only gave her 3 years to serve for bestiality, because when you think about it, this is a really, really serious crime. Any person that would literally intentionally want to sleep with a dog definitely has mental issues. So I thought she would probably get like 5 years, but that's really all I have to say about this case. It's very weird, and I hope she does get some help after she gets released from prison. And her husband, for you to sit there and watch and record your wife having sex with the animal, he definitely needs to get checked too for some type of mental issue.